Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Krastorio 2 playthrough. In our last episode, we left off with finishing a long video in swimming in red circuits. So those are flowing now, which is quite nice. And we've just been placing some concrete and finishing out the researches that we need to do to basically be done with green tech cards. And we're really close now to having the blue tech cards because those just require red circuits, sulfuric acid, both of which I have lots of, blank tech cards, which I already have 5 per second on, and then glass. So just a bunch more glass is really all I need. I'm trying to decide if I want to put glass on the bus or not. So we need glass for, well, blue science, electronic components, and then some buildings. And that's it. So I might just make glass, unless lamps are an ingredient. Like, no, they're not, thank goodness. In both Nullius and Pyanodons, frickin' lamps are an ingredient, like an intermediate for various other recipes, and it's very annoying. But thankfully that's not the case here. So then we just extend our bus a little bit here. So let's see. Hole is half a belt. Get that fixed. And then what was on this middle belt? I think it was stone brick. And oh, we didn't put anything on. We could put glass on the top half of that. I'm gonna guess that half a belt of... But would it just make more sense to use stone and make the glass on site? Because stone is more than 1 to 2 and sand is 2 to 1 for glass, so stone is actually more dense than glass, is what that means. However, it's very possible that I will save myself a lot of inconvenience if I just put glass on the belt. Yeah, I'll just put glass on the belt. We already even have a glass setup here that's rated for 8 per second. I forgot we had done that. So that makes the decision final. Bam, glass on the belt. And we'll make it a red belt so that eventually we can have 15 glass a second flowing here. Probably going to need some more red belts here in a second. But I think we're ready for a little blue science factory, which I'll build right here. Let's see, blue, we need 6 blue assemblers making this. Now, what's interesting, there's a part of me that wants to keep all the ratios the same, because we made everything 1 per second with the regular assemblers, which really means 1.5 per second with blue assemblers. So I need 8 still. So we'll do 8 buildings here. Oh look, belt immunity's finished already. That was fast. Oh, we unlocked all kinds of military stuff. Let's see. Honestly, I just like to research the ones that are at the end of their tech tree, because then I don't have techs sitting in the way. Military tech card. I will need eventually for like the rocket stuff, but I won't need a ton of it. Crafting speed, mining speed, personal battery. We just did that. Movement speed, player reach by 1 tile. Yeah, none of that's super pressing. Okay, so split that off, split red circuits off. Yeah, that's fine. And then this needs to be... what was it? Oh, just the glass. Okay, because then sulfuric is the other thing. So glass... It's gonna be like that, but then... like so. Okay. Bam. And then we got inserters, in, out, get in, get out, get on with your life, and sulfuric. If you just copy paste the direction that the liquids are rotated, stays consistent. So I'll get all those pipes placed. And then we've got a connection. And we'll actually say that sulfuric's up here. I had built it too low earlier. So then this will be... our thing. That'll be a L. Okay, sweet. Also, is all of this within radar coverage? Yeah, it is. Sometimes I forget about radar coverage. So then I should just be able to copy this chunk. I do need power for all of it. Alright. Are we happy? Oh, I screwed that up. Hopefully everything's happy. And do we have blue science? Sure looks like we do. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm just gonna take advantage of the extra space we have here. I will regret that later, I'm sure. But for now, it seems like a great idea. And then make a few more loaders. That goes into a chest. And there we have it. Not too bad at all. Barely an inconvenience. Let me get rid of some of my ingredients here. And these 4 random logistic tech cards I would like to not be holding. Ta-da! We'll follow it. We'll escort quest. And like a true escort quest, it doesn't matter how fast we walk, they're going to move at a snail's pace. Because that's how games always are. Or what's even worse is when the character that you're escorting is walking faster than you can walk, but slower than you can run, and you're literally not even capable of walking at a medium speed, like somehow they are. Classic. Classic video games. Alright, so we've actually automated that to 1.5 a second, which is probably for the best. I think the blue techs... nah, they're still pretty cheap. Like 100... well, that one's 750, but that one's on the more expensive side. So what can we actually unlock with this? We can get tier 3 of advanced fluid handling, which is... what? More iron? No, we have to throw steel into that. Don't need that yet. Advanced labs... I assume we're going to need those. Or maybe they just hold more modules. No, we're going to need them. We can't do anything past blue science in these labs. I can get the next tier of modules. Can't get power armor. Definitely want to start doing the oil cracking stuff. Oh, logistics bots. I should probably do that. Then I can make a better mall. We can do stack inserters, better lab research speed. We can start condensing hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen from the atmosphere. And we can do chemistry on those things. We can make nitric acid, hydrogen chloride, biomethanol. We are going to need lots of lithium later. And then this one's interesting. You can do ore enrichment. And that allows you to add a little bit of sulfuric acid into your ores. And then you can smelt those directly. So normally 9 iron ore would make exactly 4.5 plates, right? Because it's 2 to 1. But in this case, after the step of enrichment, which may or may not, I don't know if we could potentially use productivity twice as well with enrichment, which gives you even more gains. But even without any productivity, we get 9 iron ore making 6 plates, which is an extra third, 33% more. It may even go faster. Does that go faster? 5 plates in 16 seconds. What's the normal iron plate recipe? I guess it's exactly the same speed. So it's not any faster, but it is more efficient in terms of the input iron. If you have a ton of iron, it's not necessarily worth it, just because it's more work to set up, but it's something you can do. And if you get 2 steps of productivity, it might be worth it. And then rare metals, let's see, enriched, same thing. And then there's dirty water, which you can turn back into stone and a very small percentage of more ore. So like here, with 9 ore, we get 25 dirty water. Well, that means 36 ore is going to give you 100 dirty water, which is going to give you 0.1 iron ore back. So 360 iron ore will give you 1 iron ore back. 1/3 of a percent. Basically nothing. So I can't remember if you can void dirty water in the thing. Can you void it? Yeah, you can just, well, at least I think you can. This is gray, which makes me think maybe you can't do that. But then it just gives you a tiny bit of stone back. Anyway, we are kind of spinning our wheels here. Let's actually start a research. Portable generator, do I need that? No. Substation would be nice. Definitely want electric furnaces. And reinforced plates. Ooh, interesting. What's that for? Oh, walking speed. So when we're super rich, we can do a different kind of tile to walk on. That's pretty neat. We'll need the advanced labs. I like the sound of these mining drill tier 2s as well. Lubricant, electric engines. Yeah, we'll need to go down that road. We'll also do rocket fuel, lubricant, electric engine, robotics. Okay, we'll start with that. And then in the meantime, we do need to... Well, we need to do a lot of things. But what I'm thinking is... I lost it. I lost it. Why did I walk over here? Oh my gosh, I've literally lost my mind. My brain has fallen out of my head. Why did I come over here? Scaring myself, guys. What the heck? It had to do with smelting, I think. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, I wanted to get some rare metals going, but we need chlorine for that. So I actually do need to research the whole atmospheric condensation. How do we actually get chlorine to start with? Did I already unlock chlorine? Oh, I did. Okay. You just electrolyze sand and water. Okay. So we need chlorine to mine rare metals. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And this rare metal patch is tiny, but it will serve to at least get us some rare metals to start. Okay, so then our chlorine will need to attach to there. And once I get the mining drill tier 2s, they'll get a little bit more per second out of that patch, which is cool. Sand and water requires stone. Why am I ignoring the fact that it requires stone? I need to do this over here. And I need to make some electrolyzers. We'll start with 2. And we're actually looking at a little bit of a stone shortage. Did I ever queue up this thing? I need to queue that up. I can wait on rocket fuel. The rest of these are pretty cheap. I'll add rocket fuel back onto the end. Because tier 2 miners will help a lot. That is only 150,000 stone, though. So we'll just need to colonize a stone patch somewhere. This one? That's pretty small. Is there a bigger stone patch? Down there, I guess? One of these two? Or I could build a train station in the middle, get access to both. That could be good. There's this squiggly one up here. But not really any big stone patches. But at least those are 4 and 3 million, so that'll be enough for like the rest of the game probably. That one's only 1.9. Okay. We'll get that eventually. For now, we just need 2 of the electrolysis plants. And do that. Yeah, that can be plenty of chlorine for mining. We just need some sand. Put that here, get some water. Offshore pump. I don't mind using offshore pumps when I'm close to the shore. There we go. And that's some chlorine. Now, a bit of a problem is that we don't have enough stone right now. So... yeah, where's it all going? Oh, stone brick is going to make concrete. I guess that's where a decent amount is going. And then glass is being used. Right, glass is being used now in the red. Well, not just in the red circuits. A small amount of stone is being used in the red circuits via glass and silicon. But what the bigger expense is for glass is the blue science itself. Uses 3 glass each. So that's where all this is going. So all that to say, we actually need a splitter here. Otherwise, this will never get any. And then... oh, I'm actually out of those pipes. Let me grab a few more. Oop, I don't have extras of those. Okay, there we go. Re-upped all our pipes. Get more nanobots. Okay. Hook up the hydrogen. Turn this one so that it goes out. I love advanced fluid handling. In case I haven't said that enough times in the last 5 minutes, I love advanced fluid handling. Alright, go away. So there's chlorine, and that should let us mine our advanced, or what are they called? Rare metals? Also, we're probably out of power. Like, when's the last time I even looked at my power? Yeah, we're pretty much out of power. So we need to think about that. We should probably consider how much solid fuel I can get out of oil, because that can be, I feel like, a pretty good fuel source. So let's say we have 100 crude. And let's see, heavy into solid fuel is 20 each. I think light into solid fuel is 10 each. Yeah, so we definitely want to do heavy into light, and then light into solid fuel, and then petrol into solid fuel as well. So 100 oil becomes roughly, especially after productivity, 200 megajoules. So that means each crude oil, and I mean the power it takes is fairly small. We do require a lot of chemical plants for that though. So the setup is annoying. But this build right here could support my base up to like 200 megawatts. So, although is 100 crude a lot? I feel like 100 crude is a lot. It's not a lot in Pionodons, but we're only getting 48 from that little patch. So I presume we would probably get something in the realm of like 400 a second from this whole patch, maybe. Let me get some more miners here. Did I get tier 2 mining yet? No. That's next. Okay. Alright, so there's rare metals. At least for now, I'm just going to run these down here. We're going to do something super ugly, which is this. How bad do I want to make this? Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Fuel, 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 fuel. Input ore. Output plate. And rare metals. Go. It'll work. And I'm not going to need hundreds of these. Right. Of course I'm out of belts. But we will need some. We require more Vespine belts. Oh, you know what I should do as well is I should build a storage tank or two for crude oil. Let's see, 50,000 is 1,000 seconds worth. Yeah, let's do at least an hour's worth of crude. Store that up. Alright, we'll spend some iron here. Big spender, big spender. Ugh. So annoying. All my junk. Get out of here. Oh, you. Don't need sentinels anymore. Don't need those anymore. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Rare metals are technically automated. That way we'll at least have some when we need them for basic stuff. And I also need to put a flare stack. Did I make any of those? Flare stack, nope. Make some. I need some more steel. On the hydrogen. But why don't I save a little bit of hydrogen? I don't know how much we're gonna need. But just in case we need some later. We do that, then we do an overflow pipe. Which is not here? Here it is. Overflow valve. And we can set that to 90, meaning it won't actually let anything through until this is at 90%, which is, you know, whatever, 22.5 thousand. And then we flare stack that. That needs power. Hopefully that doesn't have any byproducts. Hydrogen, gas. Oh, that's how we make fuel, by the way, is hydrogen and solid fuel. Yeah, it just turns into nothing. Cool, cool. So there you go, there's your chlorine. Electric mining drill Mark II is just about done. And those bad boys do require rare metals. Hey, I knew I needed those for something. And they mine 50% faster and actually are more energy efficient because they don't use 50% more energy. They only use 25% more energy, and they cover a bigger mining area. I hope they're not also bigger themselves in terms of area. Like how many squares large they are. But I guess we will find out once I grab some rare metals. And steel gear wheels. Interesting. I haven't automated those. Let's go ahead and do that. So that I can have those in a chest to grab a couple stacks when I need them. Less handcrafting for me. And once we have logistics bots, obviously, they can just bring them to me, and that's the best. Okay, rare metals. Gimme. Gimme, gimme. Alright, let's see how this goes. So it's just some steel and rare metals to upgrade an electric mining drill, so that's not too bad. Okay, good. They are just built over the same deal. Those look so cool. Is that custom art? Dang. That's super neat. I love that. Okay. So there you go. Bit faster. Oh yeah, the mining time for this is 300% as well. So they just mine really slow. All of that put together is still only 1.375 a second. But that allows us to start upgrading our stone miners, which is definitely something we wanted. So what did we get? 6 total output per second. That gets me up to 8. And just a couple more here. Uno más. Also, our power is starting to slow things down. There you go. So 50% more stone. That's quite a bit more. Helps out a lot. For power... when do I get coal liquefaction? Probably not till another tier of science. Yeah, we need production. Okay. The reason that's nice is you end up turning 10 coal into some reasonable amount of solid fuel, and solid fuel is like over triple the fuel value. Let's see, so 65 heavy oil, which turns into 4 to 3. What is that? 45-ish light oil. So that's about 65-ish light oil, which then turns into 6.5-ish solid fuel. And that's not even counting the petroleum. So you get close to like 10 solid fuel from 10 coal, which is crazy. So in terms of solid fueling of things, that is the superior method once you get there. We are not there. I would like to build a modular armor and some solar panel doodads so I can do the belt immunity. I would be a big fan of that. I am going to need some silicon, though. And some red circuits. I also just realized I never put red circuits in a belt. Or in a box. So we don't have any that I can just grab. So we should do like 2 stacks. And then that will let me get modular armor. And then I need silicon, which is right here. And that should let me build some portable solar panels. I don't know how many of those I'll need, and batteries I also don't have, but I'll need a couple. Otherwise, stuff won't run overnight. And belt immunity takes 100 kilowatts? Are you serious? That's a lot of power for something that doesn't feel like it does all that much. Maybe it only takes 100 kilowatts when it's actually stopping you from moving. That would make more sense. Now, I'm just going to let this guy run for a little bit so I can have a few batteries. Because we need 2 batteries for each one of the personal batteries. And the personal battery holds 10 megajoules compared to the charging rate of 40 kilowatts. I'm fairly certain you want your accumulator to hold 100 times. Is that right? Because in vanilla, the solar panel averages an output of 42. But then you divide that by the 0.84 that the ratio is. Yeah, times 100 is the 5 megajoules that an accumulator holds. So what that means is to figure out how much accumulator holding you need, you take your average output I think. Well, I guess it would be your average output divided by 0.84 times 100. And that's going to give you how much you need. So in this case, each one of these is going to be an average of 40 times 0.7, because 70% is how much power you get from solar. Divided by the 0.84 times 100, so you need 3.33 megajoules per solar panel if you wanted consistent output. Is that right? I feel like I did that math wrong. No, I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe not. Leave a comment if I screwed that up. There's a decent chance of it. So these are 10 megajoules. So each one, I need one battery per 3 solar panels. Is how that works. Now the other thing is there's not a constant draw, so sometimes you do want more batteries. You know, when you think about, like, whatchamacallit, the, like, exoskeletons, like, if you're standing still for lots of time, you actually want a higher ratio of accumulators. I need some advanced circuits, and we should be good to go. I think 4 should be plenty for now. For my belt immunity equipment and perfect night glasses. Afraid of the Dark gives you these wonderful color vision night glasses. Oh, there's a big personal battery. Look at that. 30 megajoules in a 2x2. Well, that's even better. I'll just make one of those. Okay, and then that should do it for personal equipment for now. You can also do a portable generator that actually burns fuel, which is kind of funny. But I don't need that. Also, advanced radar? Heck yeah. I'm a fan. Let's see how much bigger that bad boy is in terms of coverage, that is. And 36 minutes. What do you guys want to see me do? I'm trying to think forward to the future when you guys are watching this video on YouTube. What are you thinking to your screen right now? Are you wanting Krydax to work towards logistics bots? Are you wanting him to definitely need to research these. Are you wanting him to put more trains on the network? Automate all the new things he just acquired? There's definitely a lot of options. Stack inserters we could do. I feel like I'm okay with blue inserters for the time being. Revamp everything to electric furnaces. Get a ton more power. Work on figuring out power. Which is actually maybe what I should do, because my power is pretty bad. Do I do... There's not like a tier 2 steam engine, right? Yeah, it's just nuclear would be the next thing. And nuclear... I actually could do... It's kind of expensive. Heat pipes use a lot of quartz. But, I mean, technically we're there. It's just you don't get a lot of uranium 235 until Cover-X and production tech cards. So we'll probably wait on nuclear. Choo-choo! Alright, Dukes votes for trains. We do need more copper before long. More oil. Coal is going to be good for a little while. And then stone. Probably copper is the biggest focus, so we'll add in a copper doodad. I don't like the way it chose to do that. There we go. Okay, so now we can be immune to belts. Once, is it complete nighttime? Yeah, it's complete nighttime. Once we get a little bit of power. Alright, so for rails, we've got a decent amount, but I might want some more. We need some power poles to throw into the Farl. Definitely more signals, and we'll just grab some more rails to put into the Farl, and then we'll just leave it rather than deconstructing it each time. And we've got our logistic train stop. We've got medium containers. I need a bunch of inserters for the loading and unloading. We've got medium poles. We need some combinators. What is it? I think 2 arithmetics. Some wire. 2 LTN combinators. And I think that's everything we need to set up 2 more little outposts. I like this shape. I wish it could be a little bit smaller, but it's pretty good because we've got stacking, you know, up to 3 trains can be waiting. So a total of 4 if you count the one that's there. technically that means I should probably set the limit trains on 4. Otherwise, they can start to back up into the intersection. So I doubt we'll ever have that many in this base, but you never know. And then one thing we want to add is a little loop-de-loo here. Just so that if we need to turn around, we can. And then a little pull-off for the Farl. Or wait, how do I want to do this? Yeah, so I can just kind of park it back here somewhere. And other trains will just never go there. Okay, so Farl, bam, bam. Oh, we need some coke. Ooh, solid fuel would be great. And I can make some solid fuel now. So we'll go do that real quick. Oh, and I never did my storage tank for crude oil, which is over here. Okay, so that can eventually start filling up once we're not using all of it. Now, I'm kind of curious, why are we using all of our oil right now? Where's it all going? Plastic, sulfuric. I guess it's going to sulfur. Real life, or solid fuel is real life rocket fuel. Yeah, rockets use solid fuel. It is very interesting. I just need a little bit, hopefully. Here, let's redirect. There we go. Give me. So let's see. A Farl burns how much? Where did it? Oh, I placed it. Max consumption is 600 kilowatts, which is going to last 16... Is that right? Will be 10 megajoules. How much is a solid fuel? 20. So about 32 seconds is all that one of these lasts. That feels underwhelming. Surely that's not right. I guess it's just 32 seconds of straight acceleration, maybe. Alright, we'll just grab 30 and... Okay. That's at least enough to drive our train for a while. And it gives us a bit more vehicle acceleration and top speed compared to coal, which is garbage. Even coke is better than coal. And coke is only 60-70. Coal is 50-60. So real slow. So they definitely encourage you to use the better fuels. And we need to make vehicle fuel too, but we don't have that yet. Okay, so there you go. Let's actually look. Yeah, I guess it does look like it's about 30 seconds, but it's only while you're accelerating. So I guess rocket fuel is the only better option before we get to nuclear locomotives. And rocket fuel, I guess, is 100-100. So significantly better in terms of top speed and acceleration. Now, where the heck are we going? This one? 8.9 million, and look at that gigantic size. And then we'll be able to kind of just get rare metals right there too. So yeah, I think we'll just go straight here. Oh, but crap. I need to fix my blueprint. It's only got signals on one side. When I made it previously, we forgot that the whole chain signal thing actually represents like where to put regular signals. So it needs to look like that for the straight one. And then let's see if we can get the spacing right again. One, two, three. Yeah, so it's like this for the diagonal one. And I think you can just do that. I don't know if it matters exactly where you put the chain signals and everything. We'll see. See if it hates me. Let's find out. You read. Save. Every 30. Okay, I think we're good to go. So now we drive through our intersection here. Oh yeah, it's just kind of automatically building some stuff it had blueprints for. Oh yeah, out of rails. Here, you take most of them. Take most of those. Take some chain signals. Take the big electric poles. Start. Oh no, now it's on the wrong side. Wait, is it actually putting a chain signal? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So... okay, I guess the right side has to be a chain signal, but the left side has to be a regular signal. Who knew? And then you go over there. You go over there. So the chain signal tells you which side is the right side, I guess. That's why it has you do it that way. Otherwise, it would just be symmetrical. And how would it know which side's the right side? Clearly, I expected too much. You know what? We're just gonna... Oh, well, that thankfully didn't crash the game or something. That's the kind of stuff that does crash games. But we gonna restart. Fresh start here, people. Everybody deserves a second chance, including this Farrell locomotive. Even though it was totally my fault. We'll blame Farrell. Okay, let's try again. Put you down. Put this here. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Actually, I don't think it's going to use any chain signals, so that's probably unnecessary. Do this. Do that. Read. Read. Save. Please work. Check mark on the working. Perfect. Okay. There we go. And then we do a little turn, Hashtag feels good, man. And then we can stop there. Place our little T intersection. Here, let's put these in here for now so they're not in my inventory. Oh no! Oh well, they're gone forever. No one could have seen that coming. Okay, place our junction. Place our beautiful little station. Make sure all the signals are placed. Okay. Now, I should have this station kind of not set to loading or unloading by default. It's just kind of the main station, and then I have the loading blueprint that I copy in. Probably how I'll do it. So like this, essentially, is the loading blueprint. And so then we can just copy that. Except, I think there's a setting that I now realize I should turn on. It is for the LTN Combinator. I think there's a setting somewhere that's off by default. So that way when I paste disable newly built ones. Yeah, there we go. That way when I paste this, it doesn't automatically create some provider or requester signal. You know, it's like, hold on, I want to configure you before you just start going crazy here. In this case, provide is fine. And provide threshold for ore should probably be bigger than 1,000. That's only 5 stacks of ore. It should probably be more like 4,000. Like, if we're doing less than 20 stacks of ore, we shouldn't be sending a train. Oh, look at this. This is glorious. Now, did I bring enough resources to build miners? Sort of. We'll make do. These guys work a little bit faster, so that's good. So get this crap off my ore patch. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, we need the blue miners. I just love when the miners are swimming in ore and you literally don't even like need to care about where the edge of the patch is. That is a good feeling. Okay, what's that get me? There we go. 15 is a good start. Bring power over here. And then, let's see, is this actually hooked up to power? It's not. So there's a disconnect somewhere along that. So we bring this over. Split. Ta-da. Ta-da. Get out of here. And those are all set up. This is set up to be a provider. I should name this copper or load east. Hold on. Did I not mine unload? Yeah, that's the wrong name. This is iron ore load southeast. Probably just do something like that. SE makes a lot more sense. Okay, that's all good on. Limit trains 4. Check. Cool. Swing. Get a little loop-de-loop. So I can drive home and figure out why power's not working. So power... So these all look connected. I think these just are not connected. Probably back by the intersection. Somewhere. Still looks connected so far. Maybe it's just back by the base. Yeah. There it is. There's the disconnect. So then that needs to be one more here. And then maybe one more here, and we'll be good to go. Ta-da! So then that should start providing copper ore to the system. And now I need another... Oh gosh, this junk over here. Do I have more termites? Yes. Go away. We don't need forests. Okay, so then we can just put another train stop here. And another T-junction. And do you ever really need a four-way junction? You could just put two T-junctions next to each other. That's a four-way junction. Is it not? Although, I guess I would need a full train length in between them because of the way things are signaled. Otherwise, it might break. Okay, and then we need our little blueprinted stop, which I should probably re-blueprint without the inserters. Yeah, let's see you. So is that... Surely that power pole's not accomplishing any significant task. Let's remove that. And that one, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, I'm out of rails. Thankfully, we have some more here. Alright, and then this is my unload stuff, which we should copy. Into here. I should probably name this unload. This is load. This is... Oh. That's the old crap. We want to delete that. Alright. So, unloading. Ka-ching. Unfortunately, we are going to have to set this every time to whatever item it is we're unloading, which is copper in this case. Everything else should just default work. And then... Ah! What did I do? Green wire needs to get attached to that. Requester, output signal, copper, negative. What did we say? 100 stacks. Request threshold, 8,000, which is 60 stacks? No, what? Oh, interesting. So if you set these separately, like if I say 100 stacks, and I also say 8,000, which one does it use? Because 100 stacks would be 20,000. Huh. I am curious which one it uses. I'll just keep that at 0, do the math myself. 8,000 items. On. Ta-da! No station supplying copper ore. Awesome. Issue number 1 is not connected to power. Issue number 2 is no station supplying copper ore. I'm imagining it might be filling up at this point. 100 stacks of 8,000. Thankfully, I don't think that's what it would do. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, it was just filling up still, but that's going. Awesome. Oh, look, the train's gonna follow me. How cute. What the heck? What just happened? Do signals not work? That was weird. Okay, now you're following the train signals? Maybe somehow... I don't know how that that should not have happened. Maybe we were in the same block. I think I, like, cut it off at the exact right time so that it was in the same block as me. Well, we just lost all of those rails. I'm just coming over here to build my new awesome advanced radar. Yeah, because it's correctly doing this. And look, if I go into here, it'll correctly go around me, which is super cool. Although now I'm stuck, but I can just pick this up. Anyway, yeah, that was definitely not intended. Not intended, but I think I just was in the same block, so it wasn't able to stop itself. Because it never saw a red light. That was kind of funny. Kind of tragic. Thankfully, rails are cheap, so not too worrying. And I already finished building all the stuff, so that's fine. But yeah, there you go. So now we've got copper and iron supplied via train. I am going to need to improve the copper mine for sure. Because right now it's pretty crappy. Yeah, the train just knew exactly when to... Or I knew exactly when to time it. So that would go horribly wrong. But there we go. Now we've got copper coming in. I need to craft another one of these. And there we go. Now, the other thing I need to do, actually, is potentially put unloading inserters at the depot. Because if you have power issues or something and your trains keep running around, you can have some really big issues with trains ending up with stuff left in them, going to the depot and then going somewhere else and then mixing and matching and causing all sorts of havoc. So what you really want is something like this, where just in case there's still garbage in your train, it leaves. And I'm trying to think, since we only have 2 spaces here, how do we do that? I guess it's not going to be a ton of stuff, so we can just do this. Oh, hold on. I can figure this out. I'm a smart man. I like to think I'm a smart man. We have the technology. We can just do that, right? I guess technically that would be tileable in the 2 spaces that I have. And then this one comes out and goes up there. So it's all perfectly balanced. So then that's what I want here. Okay, yeah, I realize you're out of copper. That's fine. No, that doesn't work at all because it doesn't fix the... Yeah, whatever. All I know is I need that here too. Why is this so hard? It really shouldn't be this hard, but because I only have 2 spaces, it's like the undergrounds are breaking my head, because really I'm going to have to do something like this for each one. Well, here, I'll just make sure these put on that side of it, and then the underground is actually not even a problem. So we'll just do that. There we go. Now I don't have to care. Just make it simple. Okay. So then we also need, I think it has 5 seconds of inactivity set on the depot for this specific reason. So that way these guys will just keep unloading. Obviously, there's an even bigger problem. If power's completely out and these inserters just aren't even working, then we'll have a bigger problem. So you could always use burner inserters, or you could power these inserters with a different power source. These use 40 kilowatts. How much does this turbine provide? Oh, it doesn't even tell me here. Isn't it only like 20 kilowatts or something ridiculous? Yeah. So, I mean, if I add a few of these and then like a couple accumulators or whatever, that could provide for disaster if I disconnect it from the network. Inserters drop on the right side of the belt if you haven't changed the offset, which you can do with Bob's adjustable inserters. So I set it to drop on this side of the belt, and then that'll fit into those undergrounds, and that's a just in case. Hopefully those never have to do anything. But better safe than sorry. I guess we also need some form of storage for the garbage that comes out. Okay, so there you go. We've got copper set up, and our train network continues to become simpler to use as we add more to it. It'll be really easy for us to add in the rare metals now. Stone, I may just come over to this one because it's not too far from what I've already built. That one's not too far either. We will need to bring chlorine to here, though, so we'll need to create a provider for chlorine and then carry chlorine over, which is its own little challenge. But now we will connect up the copper ore here. And then that gives us a nice output belt of copper. And we're going to need to smelt that, which we don't have time to do right now because we're already at 1 hour and 7 minutes for this video. But we'll basically just copy our iron setup here, make one for copper the same way. So in any case, for those of you on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.